Hello, everyone. My name is Karina Johnson. I am going over my Classroom page on my Weebly account for my website. For my topic, I did schooling structures for English language learner speakers in the classroom. So on my website, I just kind of provided some different examples, and like the video that I found was a really good video that you should watch. It is a classroom or a school in Colorado, and they had a really good system for English language learners. And I definitely think a big part of the school is the teacher and the school working together to make sure that the school has all of these supplies and resources that they need for English language learners so that the teachers are able to teach those students. And I also think that it's a big job for the teacher and kind of to realize that your responsibility is, the students, and you're responsible for them to learn the material and kind of get them on the level as the other students. And it may take longer because they are English language learning, kind of depending on their level. And so going down on one of the first pictures that I have is kind of determining the level of your student whenever they come into your classroom, kind of just determining, are they level 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So level 1 is, they're just coming in, they don't know any English, so you're kind of starting from the beginning. So that's just an important first step to make for English language learners, to kind of determine where they are, to see what more resources you need to get for them, and to kind of communicate with your school, with the parents, and with any other teachers that are involved. And I think it's also important, kind of depending on your school and the resources you have available, but for an English language learner, they're going to require a lot more time than other students. So I think kind of having that time available for them, whether you are doing it or bringing another teacher in to help you do it so that you can have more one-on-one time with them, or have another teacher kind of co-teach with you to give more one-on-one time with them as well. I found this really good website about 5 things teachers can do to improve learning for English language learner students, and it was really beneficial. And I'm just going to kind of touch on the key points, but there's more detailed information and steps that you can take to improve learning for them. And I definitely think this is important to look at if you have English language learners in your classroom, which is a possibility. You never know the students that you're going to get. So one of the steps is to increase English language learner students' English language production and peer interaction. Peer, pair, and share was one of my strategies that I think is important, because they may not want to talk to the teacher all the time. It may be kind of intimidating for them. So having that peer interaction will not only benefit them to make new friends and meet new people, it will also, help them work on their communication skills, talking to their peers, and make them feel more comfortable talking to their peers versus talking to a teacher. Number 2, explicitly teach English language vocabulary and structures. Number 3, build on English language learners' background knowledge to increase comprehension. So just kind of going back to the level, see where they're at and kind of work your way up from there, where they're at, not only speaking level, but where they are education level, and see kind of their level in math, reading, science, all of the subject areas, and kind of go do your learning from there. So if they're very strong in math, then maybe use that to your advantage for teaching them English. Increase in parent involvement, which is very important to communicate with the parents. There may be a language barrier there, so it may be difficult to communicate with them, but definitely try and communicate as much as you can, and use the child in that instance, because they can kind of be a language barrier for you, and communicate both sides and help you kind of communicate with the parents on their progress. Increase writing opportunities, just kind of get them writing as well as speaking, but get them writing as well, because writing is a tool that they will use throughout their life. I already talked about pay and share as one of my strategies, but one of the second strategies I feel that is good for this topic is visual cues, which is always a good strategy to use in the classroom with English language learners. It's easier for them to learn visually rather than verbally, because they don't understand you verbally at first, kind of depending on their level. So definitely as many visual cues as you can. Make out some cards that will help you teach the lesson that you're getting across. And that is kind of an overall of my topic for my Classroom page.